The company is preparing for something historical. Remember that. The marketing campaigns will be deployed, at which time will close the only position that we know of, and that's called the founder position. Now, keep in mind, there's marketing, and then there's um, advertising. There's separate things. Marketing is you're building brand, okay? Branding, if you build the brand right, it makes the marketing so much easier, right? If you build the brand, it means the advertising so much easier. Why? As you're maybe explaining the business, or you give a website out, or you share a video, if the brand is already there, it's a much easier sale, if you know what I mean. Like Mr. Mufareh brought up the other day, if Apple made a 72-inch screen, does Apple have to tell you what they represent? No, they represent quality. So they don't need to do that. Why? Because they branded 100%. They're one of the best branding companies in the world. Coca-Cola, the Golden Arches, um, Nike with the swoosh. I mean, you know what I mean. Uh, Target here in the U.S. It's got a bullseye. Okay. anyway, um, anyway, the founder position will be closed. Adios. Everybody had plenty of time. Anybody we knew who knew somebody who knew somebody has heard. Not the whole world yet, but a lot of people know about being a founder. You still have a chance, but it's not months. It's weeks. Will be closed. They're going to make sure that every product are tested and approved, and they will package them first in the best possible way for the user, which is unbelievable, not for the best package for how much money the company can make. They're going to be packaged in the best possible way for the consumer, which means value, easy to use, and unlimited AI induced. Big deal. Customer first, 100%. Then, secondly, the company is turning to the founders to make sure that they are taken care of the best that they possibly can. ONPASSIVE's pay structure is clever, it's brilliant. In fact, it's insanely genius, was the word used. That means everyone in a quick time will at least break even. That's unheard of. Now, I'm talking guaranteed to the 98% out there that never made a dime. After we go commercially, he said, yeah, the pay structure is brilliant, insanely genius. Right away, people will be, as quickly as possible, will break even. Everyone will become green from day one. As soon as you pay, you will be in the green. Now, what that means is when you pay, you're going to get a small sign up bonus. Unheard of. Do you know what that means? When somebody comes in, reseller, customer, whatever, they're going to get paid for the first time in their life in a business online. That that stops. That's historical by itself. It's historical by itself. at that at that at that stage, things will compound. There's your effort if you want to. If you decide, there will be the founders campaign. This is a bonus, by the way. The founders campaign is a bonus. That was added by Mr. Mufareh. Okay. And then you, you don't pay for this. And then with the subscription, we get what we call paid marketing, meaning guaranteed visitors. And with the guaranteed visitors, if you put everything I said and everything Mr. Mufareh said, Red and Chris, with the branding and guaranteed visitors, I think it pushes you up the line quicker if somebody going from, what is this? Oh, it's cool. Let me look it up. It's branded. People will start to know it around the world. It'll be a household name. The sale is more likely to take effect sooner because I believe most people, 99% of the people that ever see anything in ONPASSIVE will be involved in one way or another, either free or as a paid member. People ask, how much are you going to make? He said, don't dare question that. Whatever the governments and financial institutions allow, we will do. Powerful stuff, right? Do you want to get paid like the other companies paid you? I hope not, because they didn't pay you. And you lost money. They're going to pay you the max they're allowed to pay and keep the company running for years and years to come. You will be paid directly and by your team volume commissions. So you get a sale, whether from you, from the company, your efforts, whatever, that's a direct sale. That's a direct commission. If your team gets a commission, you will be paid indirectly, a small commission from the commission. Okay, powerful stuff. That was explained. And I hope I'm doing it justice, but that's the way I understood it. And I watched it like every second of what was said. Directly and indirectly, team volume. He said you will get notifications, email, phone, back office, of when a commission was paid to you. Eventually, you will be tired of getting them, was the exact words that he said.
So let's recap on a couple of things, what Marty said, and also from what Ash Mufareh went over as well. As far as the shift now from the focus of the founder's position onto giving the customer the value for what they need. Why is this important to us as founders? Quite simply, we as founders make zero commission unless a sale is made. So we are now going into the next stage where we are focusing on giving the best value that we can to our customers. The focus is now purely and simply on the customers. We as founders, when a sale is made, we are going to benefit from that sale, whether it's personally, indirectly, from our team size as well. Now, people have been getting a bit het up about, oh, I don't know how many's in my team. It's important to me to know, and all these types of things. It really, really does not matter. The company knows how many is in your team, and you will be paid for that amount. It's as purely as simple as that. If you are a person who said, well, how do I know? Quite simply is you don't need to know, because the company will pay you. And guess what? Every single month when you have had your payment, your team is going to increase, because that's the nature of how ONPASSIVE has been designed. Our worst month we will have is our very first month. From there on in, it gets compounded, it increases, and that is beneficial to us as founders. Now, founders have also reached out to me and said, well, hey, Red, remember when we joined, we had a time and date stamp. Is this still applicable? Is it still important? Absolutely, very, very much so. From day one, nothing has changed whatsoever about the importance of your time and date stamp within ONPASSIVE. This is all going to be worked out within the fantastic pay structure that is going to be developed for us. And remember, guys, what we have our hands on now is better than what we thought. We were given figures beforehand that were loose or guidelines. We have been told that it is going to be better than we ever thought.
I want to update you guys. on Obless and what we've been doing. Ash Mufareh showed up last night. I actually texted him. I said I needed some direction, Ash, and he showed up. And boy, did he give direction. I want to thank Daryl Cook. I'm going to read some of his notes real quickly. I want you to understand who Ash Mufareh is. He came in there with a big smile on his face, number one, as always. And he said, he was talking about poverty. He said, we need something completely different, totally out of the box. I believe poverty can be defeated if we have the will. Do we have the will? My answer is yes. I know all yours are. With AI, new technologies, all is beautiful. But if we go the same way, we go after our own success in business or the success story, as in after poverty, we can succeed. He's saying, we're going to work on Obless as hard as we are in passive, we will succeed. He said, we need to understand the roots, the causes of poverty. We can't just throw a Band-Aid on something like they have the past 100 years. All right, yes, we're going to need governments, but they also need to be fixed. So I believe Ash Mufareh in his wonderful ways, and this is what he said that really blew me away. I'm not going after homelessness. We need to aim big and solve the entire problem of poverty. Shoot for the moon, and if we miss, we will hit the stars. I absolutely love that. Just imagine that we go after all of poverty, then all is blessed. We've achieved it, just like we're achieving an impassive, okay?
They said that they were going to give us the name of each person and as they purchase products or packages, and he said this is no longer the case. He said, you will know the package amount, whatever the code of the product is. So as something's purchased on your team and you're paid a commission, you will know a code of what was purchased. That's just as good. Trust me. He said, if you trust what the company does, it's for a lifetime, not just for a few years. He said they are preparing for a global acceptance and, big word, to go viral. We want to keep everyone happy so the website is not up and running one day and down the next day with that fancy sign down for maintenance. Meaning, you want all the coding right. You want all the money right. You want to be 100% up to par as far as governments and everything else, okay? It's very, very important. If that takes a few weeks, a few months to do that, trust me, it's the best thing that could happen, okay? It's the best thing that could happen. The governments have the right to see codes and see panels, okay? Everything. Now, don't get all panic. No, they have no right to look at your personal stuff. Pay, volume, email, stuff like that. But they do have the right to see how people are treated. And because Asmi is over the top on how he treats people, he's inviting people in, inviting governments in. Here's what we got. If you don't like it, let me know now, because we're not working. When we go, he doesn't want to hear about it later, right? It makes sense. It's a big deal. Anyway, the company makes sure everything is pre-vetted, audited. That means when we go live, 100% good to go. Everything. The company from the beginning, because of Ash Mufareh, has been proactive. They're ahead. They're not going to do something, then later, hey, let's see if we can get away with this. And if they catch us, we'll modify it. That means downtime. That means you could be in trouble. That means a lot of things could happen. He opened it up, very transparent. Here's what we got. Here's what we're doing. And if there's any feedback, it's, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing this for people and your founders. That's fact. The pay plan is simple, most generous, and sustainable. That word sustainable is music to my ears. Look, you could get happy money, right? Here's $100. and then never see any money again. What good is that? It's worthless. So sustainable income. Don't use $300 anymore. The company's desire is to be under that, if possible. But don't use any cost. It's very affordable. It's very affordable. It might be less. It hasn't been determined 100% yet. There's a lot involved in determining the price of the products. And I'm going to say this again. The company has overhead that is concrete. It is what it is. Employees, building, all the stuff that's overhead, paid advertising, everything. And then from that, you have R&D where you always want to stay ahead. After that, then we have the money that can be distributed according to the company. And what it sounds like is the company's going to distribute as much as they possibly can. We want everyone in the planet to have access to the product. Why? Which means that's why at the lower cost that he can do opens the door for that many more people. Okay? So that's why. There will be many, many freebies for guests to come in, look around, shop, no pressure. And trust me, there will be something there, maybe not today, tomorrow, next week, a month from now. It doesn't matter. They will say, I want that. That's a guarantee. My opinion, that's a guarantee. ONPASSIVE is going to have what you want or you're using already. There will be commercial and enterprise levels. Okay, that speaks for itself. There'll be packages bigger for bigger companies, enterprise levels. This is music. And trust me, the commercial and enterprise levels will save big, big corporations mucho money, okay? Big money. Everything in the back office that mentions the old pay plan / that bad word matrix from the back office is gone. All the links have been updated under my links. The final stages of debugging facial recognition, this is big, by the way, is being worked on right now. Big news, big news, OConnect is completed. It's being tested, and once the data center is complete, it will be open to founders first. Now keep in mind, the data center is important for something as big as OConnect because there's a lot of data going to be used, especially when you're talking unlimited and videos, live videos. So that's the order. It's done, being tested, will be tweaked if needed, and then it will be open to the founders. They are expanding the compliance team. Internal and external venting of founders, meaning they're going to see, and they know already many founders, if they're being positive. Now, the company's not trying to tell you how to act or what you do, but if you're out there bad-mouthing the company, slandering the company, it's not going to be a funny ride for you. They just want to make sure that everybody is compliant. It's very, very important. It's important for the company. It's important for me. It's important for you. It's important for the longevity of the company. Haters out there will be taken down. When the company does get to the branded arena, in other words, it starts to become a household name, it'll be easier on all of us, no doubt. And the branding is being done now.
An update about our marketing campaigns in Dubai, the Burj Khalifa from Ash. this is last night, we had more than 125 founders from the UAE. Some of them are bringing multiple founders already. The marketing campaigns, the unique way Ash Mufareh is doing this is working. Now that's in the UAE. Globally, I don't have that number, but I know we're signing up over 1,000 people a day because of the marketing campaign, the strategic campaigns that Ash Mufareh has come up. There's more to come, guys. There's a lot more to come.